There is something all three of these did to get in incredible shape. Now everyone in the comments is going to say, yeah, steroids. And while maybe Chris and Alan did take some kind of S numbers, I'm not so sure about Jake. My gut says no, but let me know what you think. But steroids or no steroids, all three definitely did these two things to change their bodies. So stick around and I will cover the things that I wish I'd have known 25 years ago when I started in the gym. But the first thing I need to do is I need to explain the difference between exercise and training. And to better explain this, we need to take a trip to Upgate. Where's Upgate? There's Upgate. It's about 8 miles away and it's somewhere I've never been before, even though it's only 8 miles away. But it's important that we go there for this explanation to work. And I know it's roughly in that direction. Or is it that direction? Anyway, let's go. Let's go. Upgate. So, never been there before. I know it's that way, I think. So, let's see if we can get there. Right, van man. Come on my side of the road, boy. I actually think I've gone the wrong way. Let's swing it round. Here we go. So here we are, bombing along at 65 miles an hour, hopefully on our way to Upgate. Now, like I said, countless times, not been to Upgate before, and I'm taking an approach of just trying to find it, just winging it to get there. Now, as you know, I want to explain the difference between exercise and training. Hold on a minute, I think I need to take this roundabout off to the right. Majority of people, I say, go to the gym, they exercise, and that's fantastic. Exercise is brilliant. Everybody should be doing some form of exercise, but it's not always the most efficient way of doing it. Hold on a minute, I think I was supposed to take that turn in. Let me just turn that round. I think we're going the right way. So, exercise is a bit like what we're doing now. We're trying to get to a destination, not really sure if it's the right direction, not really sure there's a plan on how to get there. But we've got a rough idea where we need to be, but it could be going in the wrong direction or we could be going in the right direction. So I've actually got no idea where I am. I could keep going, I could drive further away from the destination that I need to get to. I could turn around and go back and try and start again. Now, this is what exercise is like. It's turning up to the gym, picking the equipment that's available, not knowing what you did last week, not knowing where you are. Whereas training is following a structured program, which is basically using a sat nav. You've got it mapped out, where you need to get to, you're guaranteed to get there. So let's still go to Upgate, but now let's use the sat nav. Hey Siri, take me to Upgate. We're in Upgate. It's just... Anyway, here we are in Upgate. Now, the reason I came to Upgate is one, just to show that following a sat nav would be a quicker way to get here, which it would have been. We would have gone here probably 4 times quicker and we would have guaranteed it. I mean, I might not have even ended up in Upgate if I'd have not used the sat nav. But because it's a rural area, I was hoping to find a baby bull, a calf bull, because that's really important for the next bit I'm about to explain. So let's get back to the studio and I will tell you or show you what a structured program looks like in the gym, and then I'll explain the bull. So here we are, let's get inside, let's talk about a structured program and how a baby bull calf and a structured program gets Chris, Alan and Jake in incredible shape, and how you can use these principles to get yourself in shape too. Let's get inside. So what does a structured program look like? It's detailed. It outlines when to train, what exercises to perform and how many sets and reps, and when to increase the difficulty. It's tailored to your own personal goals, whether it's building muscle, losing weight, or improving endurance. And this is what I do for my clients. I give them a structured, methodical plan that they can follow, which is going to build on their goals and get them to where they want to be. It's a guaranteed way to get to where you want to be. But what does a gym program look like for most people? What does that entail? Well, what it really means is that if it's a 3-day-a-week program, and we'll have a look at a program that I used for my group coaching earlier in the year. It's a 3-day-a-week gym training program, super simple to follow. And actually, I'll include it in the description. If you want to download it, it's yours to keep. Now, the key is that the program will be 3 days and those 3 workouts will be repeated every single week. They're not going to be varied at all in the exercises, unless it was somebody that didn't get on with a particular exercise. But once you've got your exercises set, they stick. They don't change. All that changes is how you progress those. And we're going to come on to the second point of progressive overload in a minute, which is really important. But let's go through this first. So a really good approach is a whole body approach. 3 times a week means the body gets hit multiple times throughout the week, which is going to add sufficient volume to cause sufficient stimulus to grow new muscle. And when I talk about progressive overload, I'll cover off the why there's a rep range, but all the exercises will be the same. And you'll turn up, you'll know what to do, you'll warm up sufficiently, and then you'll be going into the workout. Really important that you are logging the weights that you use, because you need to have structure to it. You need to know what you did last week, and then you need to build on that week on week. So it's not glamorous, it's not flash, to some it is quite boring because you're just doing the same things over and over again, but it is the best way to make progress in the gym. Now I'll come back to this workout in a minute when I talk about progressive overload. So let's get back to it. Progressive overload. Now this is something that is shouted about a lot, but no one really ever explains what it means or what it looks like. So to make sense of this, here is a story of a man called Milo, a 6th century wrestler known for his immense strength and athletic prowess. But it's the story of how he got there what is important. So story has it is Milo had a bull calf when he was young, and he used to carry that bull every day on his shoulders. And as the bull grew in size, his strength grew in size because he's continually adding more weight to what he was moving. And this is exactly the same as progressive overload. So if we take a look at the structured program again, I'll explain why there's a rep range and how you can progressively overload using volume and intensity. So number of repetitions or sets, or the amount of weight you're lifting. So let's just look at the top one, goblet squats. So we've got 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be using reps in reserve or to failure. Now most people don't know what 1 or 2 reps in reserve feels like, and that is when you could get to 10 repetitions, you stop too shy of it, of failure. So a good place to start is once you've warmed up sufficiently is take a few sets to failure so you know exactly what failing feels like, because that's the most important thing. If we stop at 8 reps in reserve, 8 reps left, you have not exhausted the muscle, stressed the muscle to cause enough stimulus to grow new muscle. So anyway, free bit there for you. So how would it work? If you say had 10 kilograms and you're doing a goblet squat with 10 kilograms worth of weight, and you do 3 sets, and the first set you hit your 15 repetitions. Yay, celebration. Take sufficient rest, you go again. You get to 1 rep in reserve, and that is at 12 repetitions. So yeah, you're still within the rep range, and that's fine, and you're there. Take a sufficient rest, you get in the next set, and you do 12 repetitions again. So next week when you do that set again, you're going to stay at the same weight until you hit the top end of that rep range for all 3 sets. Once they've been hit, you take the next available weight, which could be a 12 kilogram kettlebell, and then you start again. You probably start at the bottom, so you'd start to aim to get 3 sets of 12. Once you hit 3 sets of 12, you take it up to 3 sets of 13 or 14, 15. Once you hit the top end for all 3 sets, then you move up again. And that is progressively overloading using reps and weight. We can't always put new weight on the bar, so sometimes we have to manipulate the reps. And that's the best way and the most effective way that I've found it works. The power of progressive overload and the effectiveness of following a structured training program, it's not about quick fixes, it's about dedication and smart planning and consistency, and that's what all 3 will have done. Of course it helps being paid millions of dollars to be in that kind of shape, but it is something that we can all do. And something I haven't covered off in here, which is also going to be very important, is the nutrition. Now take a look at this video and I will explain how Katina stays slim whilst eating high calories and where our calories are generally burnt day to day. Remember, like and subscribe, and catch you in the next one.